Okay, here's an idea that might sound a little backwards at first. What if the real secret to selling more new cars was to stop advertising them? I know, it sounds crazy, but the key to unlocking new car volume might be hiding in plain sight, right there on your used car lot. Let's dive in and break down exactly how this works.
So let's kick things off with a problem I'm sure you know all too well. You pour a ton of money into new car advertising, all the campaigns, all the specials, but the traffic, the leads, they just don't match the spend, right? It feels like you're pushing a boulder uphill. Well, that disconnect, it points to a huge flaw in the standard playbook that most dealerships are still running.
And the answer, the whole solution, can be boiled down to these 4 simple words. Advertise used, sell new. This one little phrase, it flips everything we think we know on its head. Why? Because it's a strategy that's actually in sync with how your customers are shopping for cars right now.
Okay, so to really get why this new approach is such a game changer, we have to talk about why the old way is so broken. Let's take a look at what most dealerships are still doing, what we'll call the old playbook.
I bet this looks pretty familiar. You know the drill. The lion's share of the marketing budget goes straight into new inventory, OEM offers, SEM, PPC, the whole shebang. And the big assumption there is, hey, if you advertise new car buyers will just show up. But as we're about to see, that one core assumption is where everything starts to fall apart.
And this is exactly why that old playbook is so flawed. There is a massive, and I mean massive, disconnect between that strategy and what's happening in the real world. The way most dealers advertise is the complete and total opposite of how customers actually shop online. Just look at this. On one side, you've got the dealer assumption that shoppers are out there hunting for new car specials. But the reality? It's not even close. The truth is, shoppers overwhelmingly begin their journey on used vehicle pages. They're looking for a deal, for value. The real clicks, the real engagement, it's all happening on your used inventory. And how big of a deal is this? Well, check this out. A staggering 70%, that's 70, of shoppers are actively considering both new and used vehicles. They're not 2 different types of customers, they are the same person, and they're starting their search on your used lot.
So let that sink in for a second. When your ad budget is almost entirely focused on new cars, you are actively ignoring 7 out of every 10 potential buyers at the most critical moment, the very beginning of their journey. You're completely missing the start of the conversation.
So if that's the problem, what's the fix? Well, it's a concept we call the used car on-ramp. This is the strategic pivot that gets your marketing aligned with how people actually shop, and it's the real path to driving volume.
Think about it like this. Your used inventory isn't some separate business unit. It is the main on-ramp to your entire dealership. It's the front door that brings the vast majority of shoppers to you, which in turn creates the single biggest pipeline for all of your sales opportunities. And yes, that includes new cars.
So here's what that customer journey really looks like. Step 1, it starts with a value is on your used vehicle detail pages. Step 2, they start clicking, comparing, sending leads. They're showing you they're interested. That interest then brings them to your store, ready to see a used car. And it's only then, at step 4, that you earn the right to show them a new vehicle as a compelling alternative.
And the potential in that final step, it's absolutely huge. The data shows that roughly 1 out of every 3 serious used car shoppers who walks onto your lot can ultimately be converted to a new car buyer. That is, if you have the right inventory and the right value story to tell them.
I mean, here's the bottom line, plain and simple. Engaging these shoppers on your used cars isn't just a nice idea, it's the key that unlocks the whole building. If your marketing doesn't get them in the door for a used car first, you will never even get the chance to have that new car conversation.
Okay, so let's put all the pieces together. This is the new playbook. This is how you stop fighting against the market and start using its natural flow to your advantage to unlock your dealership's true volume. Because look, ignoring this on-ramp doesn't just mean you're missing out. It's actually hurting your business. When you ignore it, your overall traffic plummets. Your new car pipeline gets starved of real leads. All that money you're spending on new car ads, it's basically wasted. You are fighting a losing battle against the way your customers actually want to shop.
The real winning mindset here is seeing that new and used cars are in this together. They're not separate departments fighting over a budget. It's a symbiotic relationship. Strong used car traffic is the engine that powers your new car sales, and having the right new inventory on hand is what lets you convert that traffic. They feed each other in this incredibly powerful loop.
So really, this whole thing comes down to one critical question for you. Take a good, hard look at your marketing strategy and your budget. Are you fighting the market? Are you spending a ton of money to swim against the current of how your customers behave? Or are you compounding it, investing in a system that meets customers where they are and turns their natural curiosity for used cars into real, measurable new car volume? The choice and all that opportunity is yours.